What do you say, Dr. Tom? I mean, children are so easily compromised in doing this. We've done a number of stories on sexting. You know, we've done a number of stories on people creating these lists on Facebook.
What Peter was saying, I mean, it's very interesting because I'll have parents call me up and say, well, my kid's not doing his homework, my kid's failing out of school, we have no relationship with my kids, and my kid sits at home and has no friends. The first thing I say is go get your kid drug tested because the symptoms are like marijuana use, you know, just that apathy. And most what I'm finding now, a lot of the times, is it's chronic media use and that urge to be connected, that urge to be noticed. It's like it's a high, it's a rush.
Having an effect there?
So let's talk more then about this power programming method. What does it mean? What are we making ourselves think and do?
Well, what people are going to be doing, first of all, it begins with relaxation. That's the key. I teach people, I get them into this meditative state of mind, which people are going to find in the book. The book
so
comes
it's like
with
hypnosis
a CD.
type
It's very
of
much like hypnotherapy, yes.
Okay.
The CD, people will listen to it after they read the book. They get into that relaxation, opens up your mind. Your subconscious becomes the dominant state when you're in a deeply relaxed state. That part of your mind is like a sponge. So when you begin to incorporate new images and suggestions and things that you want to accomplish, it's just amazing how they unfold for you automatically. If you want the word power programming, which is my technique, look at it like this. Look at your mind as a computer. All right, that's really what it is. Your mind is like the all-time most powerful computer there is. It's loaded with programming, okay, that's making you eat, that's making you crave food, that's making you dig into comfort foods. Like your computer, it's like all that stuff has been typed into your mind from just our experiences, from our society, from the food industry. Now look at finding the access code, okay, which is what the book will do. It comes with a nice CD where you can begin by using imagery, by using visualization and suggestion, where you can begin to reprogram that mental computer of yours, so that instead of having cravings and compulsions, now your mind is going to be filled with motivation, discipline, self-control, and confidence.
Right. Well, we've got someone here to help Nicolette out. Please welcome Dr. Tom Kirsting, author of Losing Weight and Diet. Hi.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you, everybody. Glad to be here. It's all, and it's very generalized also. It could be for anything. And it's not so much only about avoiding the foods you don't like. It's also about incorporating this is what I do like.
Foods that you do like. Okay, can you give us a demonstration of what you did?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. All right, here's what I did. I just had her close her eyes, all right? And what I did is in a room backstage, I began by talking very slowly to her. I had her focus on breathing deeply. You could start doing that right now. And by breathing deeply, after a couple of minutes, your brainwave activity reduces. That drifting subconscious mind becomes open and available. And at that point, after several minutes, her mind is ready to absorb new stimuli, new images.
And you used to be heavier.
I was about 30 pounds heavier about 10, 12 years ago.
Because you're very lean now.
I exercise religiously. I eat that stuff.
You eat that stuff?
And not the bad stuff.
Which stuff? You just pointed to a lot of stuff. Okay, the fruits.
The fruit on the table.
You say one of the big problems is everything's supersized for us in America.
It is. That's a mega problem. I mean, if you look at portion sizes, particularly in the last 20 years, they have ballooned out of control.
Yeah.
We almost don't even know what a normal size portion is anymore. And when something's placed in front of us at a restaurant or a party or an event, it's very difficult to not eat it all.
Do you ever eat donuts?
Never.
Never?
No, never.
Never?
No.
I'm going to eat those donuts you brought in.
Did I ever? Yes, I did.
I didn't say all. All right, got you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on your book.
Appreciate it.
Right, speaking of acceptance, the social aspect of it, sometimes that's just as hard as the academic part of it.
That's probably the biggest apprehension for kids. The biggest thing, the most nerve-wracking thing for a kid, particularly after the summer, is who am I going to hang out with? Which friends am I going to be hanging out with?
Am I going to be in the right circle?
Am I going to be in a cool crowd?
Yeah.
Am I going to be not in a cool crowd? Especially when you have the jump from elementary school to middle school, or from middle school to high school. That's a very important thing for kids, is social acceptance. So they need to talk. Parents need to talk to their kids about that, particularly if you have a kid that has experienced some level of social isolation, even bullying or harassment in the past. In affirmation, it is stated that an affirmative thought is hundreds of times more powerful than a negative thought. And when people read Losing Weight When Diets Fail, they're going to begin to use self-talk along the lines of, I exercise and I'm going to lose all the weight I want.
Right.
I am going to lose weight no matter what I do. I'm going to be in control of my eating habits, and I'm going to lose weight. I will do this, I will do that. Not I won't or I can't. Those are the things that sabotage.
So we have somebody, Anjali, maybe this person's going to be your new best friend. We're going to find out. He understands what all the moms and the kids are going through. He's the author of Losing Weight When Diets Fail. Welcome, please, Dr. Tom Kirsting. Here's Dr. Tom. Doctor, how are you?
How are you, Maury? Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Now,
Hi, everybody.
so Dr. Tom, I mean, you've been back there. You've listened to all these stories. There's a lot of similarity here. Of course, we have Robin. She just has a little different attitude.
Hey, Robin, how are you?
Than the rest of our moms. But first of all, this is an issue that is nationwide.
Absolutely. Right now, childhood obesity, and I need you guys to listen to this very clearly, it is the #1 health threat to children. Your children have control over you. You need to stop trying to make your kids happy and start trying to make them healthy.